My good people, I dey hello. I welcome now to another video, another lesson I will carry come today. This na your channel, so I'm yourself, and for this channel na everything wey dey related to fashion, lifestyle, style. Now we dey teach ourselves, now we dey learn for this channel. So today video we wan learn how to make our flare gown. So this flare gown, e dey very simple and e dey beginner friendly. So if una ready, make we start. The first thing what we go need to do, I just want outline the tools what we need: measuring tape, chalk, scissors, curved ruler and straight ruler. Now we need, and the measurements where we need now the bust measurement, that is the round bust measurement, and the length of the gown. So the first thing what we go need to do now to measure for this, I don't fold this wrapper, this African print, this fine African print. I don't fold them into two. I first fold them into two, that is into two, then I can't fold them into four. So this material, I first fold them, make I use this piece of paper so that it go dey easy for you to understand. So let's say now the fabric where we dey use be this, the wrapper be this. So I first fold them into two like so, then I can't fold them into another triangular shape like this. See now exactly waiting there here. So this part now in there here, this one are the opening now in there this side, then this side now the closed part. See now because of the way we fold, so I go measure my round armhole, divide my short fall. My bust now 36 divided by 4 now 9 inches here. So I go just add 1 inch for sewing allowance. So now 10 with this. So now here 4 put. So I go just mark them. I go just mark them for here. Then I go use this straight ruler to connect the lines. I dey mark for the back. Won't do now from this this shoulder, this upper chest line. So this place now the upper chest line. For this upper chest line, I go just come up by 4 inches. So this 4 inches now from here now I go mark the neckline. So make I just mark 4 inches from here, make them straight. So from here I go mark 4 inches. Just make sure say you find 4 inches for the line so that it go there, your measurements go there correct. So from here upwards this is 4 inches here, then I come upward. So I go use this my straight ruler connect the lines. I go use and draw straight line. So after I don't draw this straight line, the next thing where I want to do now to insert the armhole curve. To insert the armhole curve, I go just come from here like this. You know, say I talk say this now my upper chest line. So now here the bust measurements fall. So from here I go find my shoulder, my neck measurement. So the neck measurement where I want use for this part, this style where I dey sew now 3 inches measurements. I'll just take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I go add 1 inch join. So my nipple to nipple measurements now 4 inches. I just add 1 inch to make them 5. So 5 here. See, from here I go connect them to this point. Now see say they very simple, very simple, straightforward, and it dey beginner friendly. So this one now my armhole. So the next thing now, this now the neckline. So for this my neckline, I will just come down by, I don't want to make it make it straight like that. I'll just come down by 2 inches or 1.5 inch. And by 2 inches. Then I go connect them to this point. So you see, as simple as that. The next thing what we want to do now to determine the length of this gown. So the length of this gown now 30 inches. So the length of this gown are 30 inches. So 30 minus this place now the, so from here now I go measure them. 30 inches straight down. So from here I see say 30 inches no reach, so I go need to join for the down. Make you no worry if your material no reach for down, just make sure say your measurements dey accurate. So to this place, you see am, so I come measure am to this place, then I go connect them all round. So the reason why we dey start from this point, now so that the measurement go. So we don't cut them. The next now to cut the down part. So we'll go join that part to the top. So this now the gown. Now see, so I will just open this side now, because we cut the back and the front together. So the next thing we want to do now to just I will cut the sleeves now. Make I cut the sleeve, make I show now how to cut the sleeve where we go add, because we go add off shoulder sleeve to this pattern. Okay, so now we won't draft the sleeve for this our shoulder flare gown. So the first thing where I do now to measure around the armhole, sorry, to measure around my round shoulder. So my round shoulder now 36. I can't divide them by 12. I add ½ inch to them. Okay, so the first thing I do now to measure the sleeve length. The sleeve length now 9 inches. So I don't measure the 9 inches here. That is the plus the seam allowance. I don't measure them here. Then the next thing what I can't do now to determine the calf height. The calf height, how to get the calf height now, the bust divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. So from here, this now the baseline, this now the start line. So from here to here now 3.5 inches. So I don't rule the line here. Then the next thing what I can't do now to determine the armhole, the round armhole. So the thing what I do now just to measure my sleeve, this my armhole for this my cloth here. I measure them, then I can't transfer them to this place like so. See, I'm 5.5 inch exactly. Now I just get here. So the thing what I can't do, I can't connect them from here. This my round armhole, this my round shoulder. From here now my round shoulder, I measure my round shoulder, I divide them by 12. So I insert the figure for here. So the next thing where I want to do now to cut out the sleeve. I don't already insert the sleeve, round sleeve measurement. See I'm here. I don't insert them here. Then I don't insert the round armhole and then the shoulder measurement. The only thing where I want to do now be say, as I come down for the front with 2.5 inch, I want to come down for this side too with the same distance, so that with the same measure with 2 inches, so that the sleeve go balance well for my shoulder. Then the next thing now to cut out. So this now the off shoulder. Then I go use this remaining fabric, take put pocket. I'll just use and cut pocket. So what I go just do, I go just put my hand for this part like this. I go measure them. I go measure them round like this. then I go cut. I go just cut them like so. So I go just measure them. The material not too. Okay, so now the dress be this. So the next thing we want to do now, we want go sew for our sewing machine. We go sew the sleeves together first. The first thing we go need to do is to just sew the sleeves together. So I go sew this sleeve to the gown like this, then I go come show now before I join the sides together. So like I say, we go just sew the sleeve. I don't pin the sleeve to the gown. See, I don't pin the sleeve to the gown for here. I don't pin her like this. So the next thing we want go do now to go our sewing machine, sew the sleeves for this side, sew for the back side. Then I will come use the sleeve measurements, the round sleeve measurements. I will come sew, then join the gown to the bottom part. So make I go do and now come show now. Remember this side where they short, so we go still need to add more fabric for here. So I go do everything now. I go just take my excess fabric where I get, I go just put them for this side, then I go sew them, join, iron them, open. I might go do and now. So the next thing is to fold the sleeves. It is same allowance where we leave. So we'll just join them from the top to the bottom. So we don't already join the sleeves to the gown. So I'll just back stitch. Then I bet always make sure say you back stitch whenever you sew so that it will hold them. So see what thing we do. I don't measure the sleeve opening for here. So I measure the sleeve opening, see, 6.5. So that is 13 inches because I don't want to make it too day fitted for my hand. Then I come sew here, reach here. Then I use the seam allowance where I leave for the gown. So you see, okay, so we don't sew and finish. Don't use bias, turn the neck. See, I don't use bias, turn the neck from the arm, from the sleeve. I can't turn them round. So now see, as if they're very beautiful, very fine. So now the end of our video, our lesson today be that. I beg if you never subscribe to this channel, help me like, share and subscribe. Thank you. I will see you for the next video. Bye bye.